What's going on, everybody? Oh, look, it's our new car. Actually, no, it's not. This is sad. I know some of you aren't going to love this video, but I'm going to start doing more videos, more personal videos. And what's more personal than our other car? So we're going to jump right into it, but it's not this, sadly. So say goodbye, and then we're going to show you the new car, which, you know, some of you might have seen. Don't go away. Don't go. Never let go, Jack. Some of you might have seen it on Instagram or YouTube. So we're gonna get right to it. I'm gonna introduce it, and then you're gonna see it in the next second. Ready? Here is the newest member of our little family. This is a 2018 Jeep Compass. It's in the color Rhino, which, if you don't know what that color is, I would kind of describe it as a more blue-gray version of the Destroyer Gray. I'm going to tell you a couple things about this car. This is the premium version. It does have a lot of the awesome features that the lower models don't have, and I'm really excited about them because at the end of the day, this isn't my vehicle, this is my wife's vehicle. She was coming from a Hyundai Tucson, and it had basically no options on it, and it wasn't a horrible vehicle, but it wasn't anything really special. The interior was kind of bland, the exterior color was kind of and honestly, what she's paying right now on this vehicle, it's a lease, so don't get anything crazy here. It's not a permanent vehicle. We got a 3-year lease. What she's paying on this vehicle, she was paying on the Hyundai, and she's got so many more options, so much better of a vehicle. You know, what are a couple things that stand out? These wheels. These wheels are pretty freaking legit. The paint color, it's got a two-tone, so the black on the roof rails, I'm gonna take you inside in a second and show you how awesome it looks. Honestly, what's really cool about this vehicle is it's basically just a miniature version of the Grand Cherokee. Now, some of you are going to be like, oh, why didn't you get the Grand Cherokee? It's pretty simple. My wife, she wanted to get something that was going to be in the same price range, kind of as a Tucson. And not only did we get in the same price range, we hit the same price range, but we got her a much better vehicle. Obviously, it's not a Grand Cherokee. For the extra money of the Grand Cherokee, she just, I don't know, she wasn't impressed for how much extra they wanted for the lease with money down. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to open the door, show you a little bit about the interior before we get inside and do more of the interior. But just a quick overview of it. It does have the 8.4-inch touchscreen that my car even has, and a lot of premium model cars have. Legroom, tons of it. It really is a comfortable vehicle. We ended up going with the leather interior for one simple reason. We're having a baby. It's gonna be a little baby girl in February, and babies tend to puke. And leather interior is kind of sort of a very important thing, because if it happens, it's something I can clean up very easily. What else about this interior? It's just well laid out. I like it, it's simple. So let's talk about some of the other stuff. Well, we got stitching. We got stitching on the door. We've got stitching on the seats here. It's got a nice little Jeep, just in case you forget you're driving it. It looks pretty cool. Stitching here. We even got stitching in the back. We've got tons of room back there in that seat. We even got stitching on the shift boot, which is awesome. Now, I didn't get to make this video as early as I wanted to because I was doing things with my own vehicle, but I figured I would have to do this now before my wife literally turned this into her second house, and this is going to be probably featured on a detailed video in the future. We'll just say it. We're going to leave that right there. So now we're in the rear of the vehicle. As you know, it is a smaller sized vehicle. It's not the huge Grand Cherokee model with tons of room. But for what we need in life, this is totally adequate. This is absolutely enough room. You even have some extra under here. You lift up this mat, you push down on this, and you lift up. I mean, there's some extra space in here if you needed to put anything. I don't know why there's jumper cables. My wife somehow put those in there. I don't even know where the hell she got them from. There's some space there, some space there. But overall, get the fuck out of there. But you know, you could put the back seats down. You know, we've carried home quite a few things in this already, and it's proven to be just fine. There is no problems with this. space. As I said, you know, there is stitching. It does continue to the back seats, which I'm impressed. It's nice. The back seats are nice. The leather's actually pretty nice. I mean, obviously it's not some kind of like crazy leather, but it's nice. It's a nice leather. We have the pull down here with the cup holders, which is pretty sweet. Then here on the back, more cool stuff. We've got the vents, we've got USB, and we also have this, which I love this. I think more vehicles in the back of cars should have this, so in case you want to charge something. Even for me, I found myself using this if I'm bringing my laptop to work. If I am using the vehicle for whatever reason and I have it here, I can plug my laptop charger right here and charge my laptop in the back seat of the car, which is freaking awesome. See, I was telling you how there's a two-tone paint job. This is the Rhino and the black. So you got Rhino and black. The black goes all the way through the roof, up to the roof, and that leads me to show you this next thing. Literally, one of the coolest things and most amazing thing about this car, let me give you a quick backstory real quick. When we were looking for the vehicles, we were torn between the Cherokee and this. The Cherokee, the reason I liked it is because it had the available V6, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of 4 cylinders at all. The V6 would have been nice, and it had the power drop down lift gate thing, and there was a couple little things, but the front end of the new Cherokee, not the Grand Cherokee, but the new Cherokee, I just don't like it. And I'm not saying it's horrible, so if somebody has it, don't, you know, I'm not bashing on it, but I just don't like it. I think what we loved about this car was that it's a baby Grand Cherokee. It just mimics the styling so closely that it was just something nice. When we were looking at vehicles, we had just got done test driving a Cherokee, and all of a sudden they pulled this in right from one of their, like, I guess, overflow surplus lots. And as soon as I saw it, I thought of Spears the Amazing and his Rhino Grand Cherokee, and I was like, oh shit, that's Rhino, that's awesome. And then when I started to look at it, I realized this is a premium model, and it had this. If you look right here, there is 2 switches, right? So let's hit this one. You push that. Now look at this. It's gonna keep going. And then it stops there, right? But you push it one more time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Freaking panoramic sunroof. That is so freaking neat, man. Oh my God, I love it. I love it so much. This Jeep makes me want to get a Trackhawk. It really does. They can't have the sunroof open the whole way, but this is more of like a visual effect. But the sunroof does go, you know, open as far as that, but that's pretty sweet, you know? It's just a pretty sweet thing. I mean, you got the visual effect of the whole roof basically opening up. So now if you have your baby in the back seat, say if they look up, they could see birdies and maybe isis geese. There's lots of things going on. So it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this. I think it's well laid out. Like, it's got like a piano black kind of like trim here that continues around all the way through. So let's move down here. But what kind of controls do we got down here? This is a difference, right? So we got a auxiliary cable, we've got a USB, we've got a 12 volt, obviously, the car charger thing, and then we've got this, which I think is pretty slick too. You could turn this, right, if you want to drive in snow, sand, mud, or leave it on auto. And I believe, yeah, you can push the button to have 4-wheel drive locked or leave it whatever. Now, I'm not big into 4-wheel drive, so I don't know what any of this stuff means, but it's probably pretty good, and it means that we're not going to get stuck in the snow that crazy. And then the last little thing on the interior here, you got traction control, as if that would make a big difference. This button, we're going to talk about this in another video, and then this is the pull brake, so electronic parking brake, if you heard that. And then listen, not really a big fan of this, but it is what it is. I'm just going to mention this. This is the every time you stop at like a light or something, I guess to conserve fuel, the engine shuts off. That's what that is. This car has that feature where I think a lot of the newer cars are starting to get this, and it's kind of ridiculous. I don't like it. We're going to talk about that in the next video coming, but it's just a feature that you could push that button and disable it. So cool, but having it on the car, annoying. Basically it for the interior. Like I said, the leather's pretty slick. The seats are actually nice looking. I actually like the styling of them. They're comfortable. The steering wheel feels good, looks good. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna try to pull a Saab Kyle type video here. We're not gonna do exhaust clips on a stock Jeep Compass. We're not gonna do any of that stuff. I just wanted to show you all, you know, like just a couple little cool things. How it's got the trim here. You know, Jeep did a good thing with this. It's not bad. I would say for like a small type SUV for a family, this is a good thing. Obviously the Grand Cherokee is a step above this, and that would have been ideal too, but you know, it is very much within most people's budget, and it's nice. I even like this. The interior is even two-tone. You got this with the light color here all the way up on top. It goes all the way around, and as I said, you know, having your hand being able to, hey, it's a nice thing. The final thing, these are the wheels, and this kind of sealed the deal for me. You know, I'm a sucker for a fancy wheel, and not that this is anything like mind-blowing, but to me, I don't know, with the color and the theme, it kind of just pulls it all together, and I think it's a sharp looking little vehicle. We're gonna finish this video off with a dirty engine bay that I have not detailed yet. This vehicle has a 2.4 liter. I don't believe there's a turbo or anything like that, but you know, it's a stout engine. It's not too bad. It's got the tiniest air inbox in the whole universe. But it is what it is. It's a compact vehicle. It's not meant to be some kind of like super fast vehicle. This is, like I said, a 2018 Jeep Compass. Welcome our newest member to the family. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have not hit the like button yet, please do that. What I plan on doing is a series on the detailing. I'm gonna show you all, there's some stuff with the paint that needs to be addressed. So what I'm probably gonna do is an inspection, maybe a little minor correction and a protection. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to see if I can get that done before the weather starts getting crazy. And that's about it. You know, I'll have updates on this vehicle as the ownership progresses, but I think it should turn out to be a good vehicle. It's going to be around for a couple years because it is a lease. And that's it. That's the newest vehicle. We don't have a Hyundai Tucson anymore. Now we have a Jeep Compass. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.